What the super rich don't want you to know. When I was thinking about this video, I was honestly saying, you know what? The super rich don't actually care if you know, because they know that half you guys won't ask for their advice, and the ones that do, y'all aren't gonna do anything anyway. So I'm gonna give you the advice that I've been given by some of the people in my life that have been super accomplished, and here we go. Number one, you can't become extremely wealthy in life unless you own something. You have to own something. The super wealthy, they own real estate, they own businesses, they own assets, they own things in which value goes up over time. What middle class and poor people do is they own liabilities. They own car payments. They own nice clothes and fashion bags and all these things that go down in value. The super wealthy don't buy those things. And if they do buy them, it's because it's such a small degree of their money. You have to own something. You can't continue to be an employee. You have to own something to get to that multiple. If I grow a business and it's a successful business, I can sell that business for a multiple. If you're an employee, you put money aside in a 401k, it goes up in a linear fashion. When you own something, it multiplies and goes up in a non-linear graph, so that allows you to become super wealthy. So if you want to become super wealthy, figure out a way to own something right now. Number two, the super wealthy know that you don't value money, you value your time and freedom. What a lot of people do is they trade their time for money. And what they realize is they have no time to actually make way more money. Like mowing your lawn. Costs you an hour or two, saves you money, but it costs you time. And what the super wealthy people do is they say, hey, look, I'm going to give myself time. I'm not going to trade money for time. I'm going to pay to get my time back. I'm going to pay somebody to mow my lawn so I can get my time to think about how I can make more money. And then what they do is they value the freedom that comes with. They would rather be poor for an extended period of time to someday be wealthy by owning a business or investing in real estate, making that sacrifice. So someday they have the ultimate freedom to buy whatever they want, travel wherever they want to. They don't trade time for money. They say, here's the money, give me my time. Here's the money, clean my house. Here's the money, be my assistant. Here's the money, let me hire this person for this, hire that person for that. They're outsourcing everything, so they free themselves up to do what we all do best, and that's thinking. So, if you want to be super wealthy, start buying your time back, and then eventually you'll have the ultimate freedom. Number three, super wealthy people know, and this is one of the biggest misconceptions that I see, the poor mindset, is that it's not the best who wins. Let me say that for you one more time. It is not the best who wins in the business world and in life, period. It's the person who actually tries and shows up is the winner. You know, I've met so many business owners and their story is, hey, I started a business because I got fired, or I started a business because I had nothing else to do, or I started a business because I just got tired of working for somebody else. It wasn't the 4.0 guy. It's not the guy who got amazing grades that started the business. It's the guy that got pissed off and said, hey, I don't want to work for somebody else. And they realized that a lot of those people are not the smartest people. What they are is they said, hey, I'm done. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to take the hill. And they don't give up. So what happens is it's not the best who get all the money from owning businesses and stuff. Those people, sometimes they're risk averse. So just know that even though you're not the 4.0, even though you're not the most accomplished person, smartest person in the room, it doesn't matter. You can actually make a difference by just stepping out and taking a shot. Just step out and take a shot and you'll see what happens. I mean, you start reading stories of entrepreneurs, you start reading stories of people that have accomplished anything in life, they took action and tried. And that's how they got to the top. Number four, super wealthy people don't follow life's instructions. Let me break this down for you. In our world today, the second a kid is born, he's got an instruction manual. You go to preschool at this age, you go to elementary school, you go to middle school, you go to high school, and guess what? You go to college, and then you do your networking, you get a good job, you work hard at it, and you get raises, and you get bonuses, and then you slowly, and then you get to retirement, and then what do? You have this kind of average life. The whole instruction thing is span out, and let's be honest, most people don't end up at Fortune 500 companies. So you have this instruction manual, and what the wealthy know, the super rich people, they say, hey, that's good for everybody else, but I don't want to follow the life instruction manual. I want to follow what I want to go after. I want to build the life that I want. I'm done following the instructions, going into my boss's office, asking for a raise, him giving me half of what I want, and acting like I'm content with it. No, I want to control my life. I'm done following the instructions. And let's face it, the people that are the most wealthy people in the world, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, they didn't follow instructions. They threw the instruction manual away and invented something new, and a new process of Amazon to buy books and buy things online. Elon Musk, a new way to create an electric car that actually works and is great. They created new things. There was no instruction manual for what they did. Thomas Edison, there's no instruction manual. Time and time again, he was trying to create it. Creators who create the instructions, they make all the money. The people that hold the patents, the people that hold the trademarks, they get paid, not the people that work for them. So that was number 4. So don't follow instructions. Look at ways that you can be different. Now, you got to be ready that when you're different and you don't follow the instructions, a lot of people that follow the instructions are going to be really upset with you because they followed the instructions. So be prepared to get that backlash. Number 5, super wealthy people, they don't give up. Like I mentioned, Thomas Edison, I don't know how many times he's failed when he was trying to invent the light bulb. Elon Musk, almost going bankrupt with some of his companies numerous times. That being said, the average billionaire, look it up, the average billionaire has gone bankrupt on average almost 2 times. That means if you're a billionaire, you've probably gone bankrupt once. So many people, when they hear the word bankrupt, the lower middle class, they go, oh my gosh, I'm going bankrupt, right? The billionaires know, hey, sometimes you got to do that because you're taking big risks. They don't give up. They're not reasonable when they get adversity. So much of us, we get so reasonable, right? We're like, nothing's looking up. I think I'm going to quit. I think it makes more sense for me to do this. Let me hedge my bet, right? They're reasonable with what they do. You can't be reasonable. You can't be reasonable if you want to be super rich and you want to be in the wealthy. They're not reasonable with the way they interact in the world. They are one of a kind and they do not give up. So these are 5 things, and let me tell you right now, I say these things and I know a lot of people are probably going to say, you know what? That's not true, and I get it. Whatever you value in life, if you don't want to be super rich, close the video down, go somewhere else, and try to find happiness in some other thing. I want to have money because I know money gives me freedom. Money gives me my time back. Money allows me to take care of people in my community. Money allows me to give people money for charity. Money is the lifeblood of our world. A lot of people say, hey, money don't make you happy. Well, the actual presence of it doesn't, yes, but the use of money can help you become more happy. Why is that? Okay, well, let's say your parents are dying and they need money for this cancer drug that's new, right? You can pay it. You can pay to have great experiences. You can pay not to sit in line at an amusement park for 2 hours. You can have a more fulfilled life, and that's not saying that you can't have it without money. What I'm trying to say is money magnifies the enjoyment of life. Now, if you're a horrible person, you're depressed, and you're just like, oh, woe is me, life is horrible, money is only going to amplify who you really are. So if you have a great mentality, you have a great use of what you could potentially use that money for, why would you not want the money? Do you trust yourself over those other people? Do you have a need that you want to fill? Do you trust that? Then why would you not want to make money? And this is what I always say, hey, if you have the ability to make money and you don't for some reason, I will say this, that is a little selfish because the people around you, you have certain abilities, and if you can wake up and say, you know what, I can make a lot of money, that's great. If you don't want it, help the people around you. Everybody needs help. Everybody needs help, okay? So you got to understand that the super rich and wealthy, they know these things, and they do want you to know it. The issue is, are you going to listen? And are you also going to ask those people that you know that are super accomplished, how'd you do it? How can I do it? Look at where I am now. What would you do if you were in my shoes? What can I do to make more money? What business do you think I should start? Ask those questions. Like, comment below, and subscribe. What do you think? Is there anything I missed?